name is Sharon Murden, and from McDonough, Georgia. I actually was a teacher in a special ed class, a resource teacher in a related special ed. The majority of my students were learning disabled, and maybe about 50% of them had problems with reading. So, I was going through a lot of different, methods and things to try to get them to grasp the concepts a little bit better. And one of my students' parent was telling me about a Learn to Read program and that I should check it out. So I started, looking at it, looked out in the internet, and spoke with Bill Allen, and I decided that was something I was very, very interested in. So I actually started using a lot of the methods. I did a lot of reading up on the books and on the websites, and got all the material and started incorporating some of the methods in my classroom. Normally it's usually geared for one-on-one, but I was trying to use it as best I could for the class. And I found a lot of success, and I decided that I was going to take some of those things and use it personally with my son, where I could do one-on-one. And he was a much older child, but it was still the methods that worked, So I was able to use this for my 14-year-old son, who was, then actually was 12, okay? So he was a lot older than the students I taught. They were second and third graders, but I was able to use some of the same methods. And I tried to explain to him, some of the things were going to be very easy, but if we practice and go through it on a daily basis, he would get caught on. And the prototypes for the books actually came out, and I was able to get one of those, and I used that with my son. And his comments were, the little cartoons and things like that. He wasn't too keen on those, but he used it, and he started seeing some improvements. And as we went on, it was slow in the beginning, but then I noticed that when he would read, he would pick up the sight words very easily now, where he struggled over them before and would substitute words. So, and it had been quite successful for him. And even though we only did it for a short, period of time of 1 year. It's things that stuck with him. He's still in special classes, but this year I'm so proud of him. He took a biology class, and it was a regular ed biology class. And the teacher emailed me and said, he made a B in that class, and he had done tremendously well, and it was no extra help at all. And biology involves a lot of reading. And, he's right now reading a book which he's very excited about, and he keeps telling me it's so interesting. He's never been interested in reading before, so I'm very excited for that. And more on the professional note, I noticed in my classroom, several students started making lots of improvements. And one child in particular, whose father was actually doing the program with him separately, one-on-one, had made the most tremendous gains, unbelievable gains. He was a second grade student, but he was reading like when he started with me on a kindergarten level. And with what I was doing in the school and what his father was doing individually with him at home, had made some drastic improvements. And when school came up the next year, I actually went to battle for him to go on into third grade, because they were going to hold him back. And I said, well, he just started this program, and I'm so confident in this. I know that his dad will work with him over the summer, and I know that he can do it. And I went back to the school to substitute in the classroom that he was in with this teacher. And it was amazing to hear him read out loud in front of the class. And his teacher told me that she does not give him any extra help. His hours were reduced and then eventually eliminated in resource. And he was holding his own in third grade class. And then he went on to fourth grade with no problems. So the program I'm very excited about it. I really am. I'm so excited about it that I had, thought about using it as a tutoring tool, I said I'll purchase all the books and do my own little tutoring on the side, and I had a few parents that had said, well, whenever you're ready, let me know. All of my students were doing really well, and I attribute a lot of it, to what I learned using the Learn to Read program.